I'm going to share with you the number one thing you need to know if you want to make more money in 2025. And this is a quote that I learned early in my career as an entrepreneur. And I'm not sure who originally said this quote, but I'm 100% sure that it's true. If you want to be paid like a professional, you need to act like one. Boom. If you want to be paid like a professional, you need to act like one. So let me walk you through some examples of what it means to be a professional personal brand, what it means to be a professional entrepreneur. There is a whole bunch of simple things that professionals do that most people do not. So let me walk you through a few of them. First of all, professional businesses use CRMs, customer relationship management tools. You have to have, as a business, a database of your prospects, a database of people who are actual potential customers that you're talking to. You have to have a list of who are your active customers and who are your past customers. And you need to have a way to communicate with these different groups of people, segmenting them, splitting them, communicating, conversing, tracking what your relationship is with them. Professional businesses have CRMs. If you're still using sticky notes and post-it pads and random business cards on your desk, you're not going to grow your business. Is it painful to move to a CRM? Absolutely it is. It's one of the reasons we started Instant Automation Toolkit for our customers at Brand Builders Group, is to help them make that migration. Another example in your business, if you want to be a professional, is you need to be data-driven. You don't just go off gut instinct. Gut instinct is something that super small business solopreneurs do. If you want to be a professional business, if you want to build a professional personal brand, you need to be data-driven. So what does that mean? First of all, it means you have to collect the data. Data on what, you might ask? Data on lots of things. So first of all, there's marketing data related to how are your customers finding you? How did they hear about you? There's data related to all of your content marketing, like the number of impressions you have on which platforms, how much engagement do you have? How many of those impressions converted to subscribers? How many of those subscribers converted to email opt-ins? How many of those email opt-ins became free calls? How many of those free calls became customers? And that's really sales data, is the number of people who request information and what percentage of those people convert to buying from you. And not just who buys, but what do they buy and how frequently do they buy and when do they upgrade and why do they upgrade and why do they not? So there's data in sales. There's data in your delivery or the presentation of your product to go, are people using it? How much are they using it? What kind of feedback are you getting? You've got obviously financial data, but there's so much data in and around all the different departments of a company. Professionals make data-driven decisions. They don't operate just on gut instinct alone. Next, you need to have funnels. You need to have systematic ways of following up with your customers. You need to have a strategy and a clear documented plan and a real life system that takes someone from hearing about you from the first time, giving them a reason to learn more, and then nurturing that relationship to where they follow up. So for example, if you were to go over to roryvadenblog.com and you were to click on free trainings, you'll see that I have a whole bunch of free trainings, and they are free and they are trainings. They are amazing. They teach so much information. But in order to get the free trainings, you have to give me your email address. And when you go through them, after we give you the free training, we will follow up with you to say, did you enjoy the free training? Would you like to learn more? That's what a funnel is. And if you go to roryvadenblog.com, click on free trainings, you can go through any of those as an example for yourself or for your team or for your business. But you got to have funnels. You got to have pre-built automated ways of adding value to people's lives and following up and nurturing them to do more business with you. Another example is SOPs. SOPs. In my second book, Procrastinate on Purpose, I talk about how no business can outgrow the strength of its systems. You can't. A business can never outgrow the strength of its systems. And In order to have systems in place, you need SOPs. You need to have standard operating procedures for every different part of your business. Here's how we hire people. Here's how we train people. Here's how we onboard a customer. Here's how we get a new customer. Here's how we do a sales presentation. Here's how we deal with customer complaints. Here's how we deal with chargebacks. Here's how we complete our month-end financial statements. Here's how we file our taxes. Like every piece of your business needs to have an SOP. In fact, if you're ever going to sell your business, the collection of all of those SOPs basically create your playbook, your operating manual. When someone buys your business, they're really buying your operating manual and they're buying your people, but they're buying the manual that says, here's how every single thing in this business runs. If you want to make more money, you have to have SOPs, because you have to know with certainty that you and your team are executing things in a consistent, repeatable way that lines up with your values, your priorities, your goals, and just the culture that you want to build. Next is role mappings. What are role mappings? Role mappings are documentation that you put together for every single person in your company. Every single role, whether it's yourself, your assistant, if you have 5 people or 500 people, a role mapping says this person in this job, in this role, in this particular quarter is responsible for these things. A detailed list of tasks that are owned by each person, each role in the company. Why do you need this? Because, first of all, role mappings help you identify gaps that exist in your business. It also helps you realize to go, maybe there's a whole set of tasks that need to be done that are not getting done, which tells us we need to hire someone for that role. The third thing is, it's an accountability system to hold the people you have on your team accountable for both them and you to know, are they doing a good job? Are they at least doing their job? Are they completing the things on their role mapping? And if you can't map out your business on paper first, the likelihood that it will just work itself on its own is not a good strategy, and it's not very likely. If you want to make more money, you have to create better systems. If you want to be paid like a professional, you need to act like one. So as you move into this year, I would love for you to start thinking a little bit higher level. Start thinking about your personal brand as a real business. Ask yourself the question, what systems do I need to create? In fact, sometimes I think about it in terms of the 3 Ps: people, product, and processes. What are the people I need to get, and what are the systems I need to create to manage those people, hire the people, train the people, hold them accountable? What are the processes that we need to create to make sure that things happen efficiently and consistently and in routine, and the data that we track to make sure those processes are functioning in an optimal way? And then, what are the things we need to create around our product to make it perform and go to the next level? Those are the things that professional people do. Making more money isn't just a matter of luck. It's not just a matter of skill. It's not a matter of destiny. It's a matter of execution and executing the fundamentals, the things that professionals do. If you want to be paid like a professional, you need to act like one. Let me know in the comments down below, what is your favorite strategy, your favorite tip that helps you operate more professionally in a way that leads to more profit? I'm always learning too, and I'd love to learn from you. Tell me, what are the things that you do that keep your business running in a streamlined, operationally efficient kind of way? And make sure you hit subscribe to tune into all of our free content and catch us next time.